What if Jupiter turned into a star? Our largest gas giant is so massive that it could theoretically become the second sun of the solar system. But how exactly would this happen, and what would be the consequences for the inner planets, including Earth? Let's find out. You were probably aware that our solar system formed from a giant cloud of gas and dust that collapsed in on itself. As the material condensed, most of it ended up in the sun, with the remaining bits forming the planets and smaller bodies. But while the sun is a star, Jupiter isn't quite. It simply doesn't have enough mass. To make that leap, it needs to be about 80 times larger than our Earth, which is just not happening anytime soon. But what if something extraordinary took place that allowed Jupiter to somehow gain a lot of mass very quickly? Maybe an alien civilization with a hankering for planetary cuisine could move a few extra moons into its orbit. Or perhaps a wayward star would pass too close and get captured by Jupiter's colossal gravity. For the sake of a fun movie, let us just assume that a wayward star drifting too close to the solar system got captured by Jupiter's gravity and added to its mass. In fact, let's assume that this wandering star was about 20 times more massive than our sun. With all that extra mass, Jupiter would have enough fuel to start its own nuclear fusion reaction and become a new star. Congratulations! You've just doubled the amount of starlight in the solar system. But would this new star actually heat up its moon? In order for that to happen, the star would need to be relatively small and close to its moons, such as Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. The distance between these planets and their new star would need to be similar to the distance between the sun and the... Otherwise, they wouldn't receive enough light or heat to warm up. For the inner solar system to be habitable, this mini-sun would need to emit less radiation than our sun, or life as we know it might not have been able to evolve. And the extra starlight could also affect the tides, weather patterns, and climate of the inner planets, and who knows what strange things might grow under these conditions. So is it possible for a planet to turn into a star? Well, not without some serious help from gravity. It would take a big chunk of a star or many smaller stars to give a planet the mass needed to start nuclear fusion. But it's fun to think about what might happen if this were possible. So let your imagination run wild and leave a comment below with your ideas about this. We might feature your comment in a future episode. If you liked learning about this with us, hit the like button and subscribe for more. And remember, if you ever need to figure out how to cite a video, you can use the handy tool in the description. Thanks for watching.